Hey everybody, welcome back. We're looking at some family wedding drama because it's the best kind. Does it ever not exist? Also, got some new merch for you guys. This has to be some of my favorite yet. I'm not gonna make you too excited just yet because I don't have a launch date, but like, so soft! You're so fluffy! You're so fluffy!
My toxic cousin just uninvited me from her wedding that's literally this Sunday that I already paid $800 to fly to in Maine because she didn't like my outfit. This is the dress. It's literally $3,000. Yves Saint Laurent. Can't return it. She is insisting that it is too white. This is a white piece of paper. Are these the same color? Literally no. This is a cream dress. It is also knee length. Is she gonna wear a knee length wedding dress? Like, I'm sorry. Anyway, Janelle, if you're seeing this, I hope your wedding sucks and you get divorced.
Listen, babe, I hate to break it to you, but that's a pretty freaking white dress. It sucks that it's an expensive dress and you can't return it, but you can wear it somewhere other than a wedding.
Like hell.
Literally, no white, no off-white, no cream, no eggshell. Some even grays are a little bit too white. Do not wear white to a wedding. Let's see if people agree. You also got like some kind of attitude on your girl. Like at first I was like, wow, that's extreme to not invite you. And like, holy crap, you don't need to act that way. That looks like a Shein wedding dress. Oh no. I'll leave that there. Team cousin here, don't wear white or off-white for a wedding. It is tacky, period. The real issue is that camp rock dress costing $3,000. Oh my God. Let's take another look. Let's take another look, skis, at this dress, skis. All right, let's stick to the story. The problem is that she's wearing an off-white dress to a wedding. You can't. Nope, I'm with your cousin, definitely too white. Girl, you're in the wrong. Come on now. Do not wear white to a wedding! Or you'll end up on my channel. Not a threat, just a fact.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Am I the a-hole for suing my parents for my college money? That's a little extreme, but okay, let's, you may be seated. She hasn't made an appearance in a while. My great aunt set up a savings account for all of her female relatives. In our culture, education for women is not really valued, and she thought that was BS. She lived with her father in London where she was educated. She went on to attend university and become a doctor. She married a British man. They moved to America and had a great life. She funded the education of as many of her nieces and grandnieces as she could. When she passed away, she left money for every girl relative she could. My parents managed to access the accounts that were set up for my sister and I. They used it to pay for my brother's wedding. My sister didn't care because she got married 2 years out of high school and had no intention of going to college. When I graduated, I went to the bank to get money for school and it was almost gone. There was like $13,000 left. I asked my parents about it and they said they had needed the money. I finally found out where the money went. I got furious. I got student loans and moved out. I'm a great source of shame to them and I don't give two fricks. I'm sorry, needed the money for what? That was your money. That's yours, babe, not theirs.
Yes, that's actually why we're here.
I'm currently suing them for the money that was left for me. My entire family's against me. But like they also got the money though, right? I'm sure they would feel differently if they also didn't get the money. They all think I'm a complete a-hole for airing private family business in public. Yeah, but they're also an a-hole for stealing your money. I always find it super funny when people are like, you're embarrassing me. Like, I'm so mad at you for You're embarrassing yourself.
Facts!
Why are you embarrassed about something that you did? Why are you embarrassed about what people think about it? Oh, because it's horrible and that I'm putting money ahead of family. Interesting choice of words. My friends are all on my side, but they're all Americans and don't really get my culture. Neither do I, to be honest.
I can relate to that.
My brother called me up and offered to pay for my university if I dropped the lawsuit. I agreed as long as we had a legally binding contract. Contract, that's what's up. I love contracts. Love a good contract.
Weirdo.
He said I was being an a-hole for not trusting him. No, contracts. I said he should not have accepted my money for his wedding. Ah, that's where the money went. Got it.
Excuse me, we just went over this.
It is causing all kinds of embarrassment in our community. I'm somewhat ashamed to be doing this, but I don't want to have this debt I should not have. I fail to understand why they thought it was okay to give all of your college money to your brother so he could have a wedding. Like at first I was gonna be like, but no, why all of it? Why couldn't you have split it? No, you're not the a-hole, dear, but like let's figure out what everybody else had to say. Cause like I feel like this is like a reasonable reason to sue your parents. Not the a-hole. Your parents didn't borrow your money. They stole it. Period. I hope you have all the documents to show that money was yours. Your brother is also the a-hole for trying to get you to drop a lawsuit with what is mostly a lie. See, this is why oh, you don't trust me. Yeah, I don't trust you guys. That's why I want it in writing. If you have a chance to start a life without student debt, you do whatever you can to do that. Your parents, and I'm sorry about their culture, sound completely toxic. I'm glad you got out. The student law center at my university is helping me with everything. I've proof that the money was mine. I'm trying to do everything I can so this does not become a criminal matter. What I don't understand is like, why is it that you had to like go to the bank account and try to take out money for you to finally find out that there was no money? Like, why is it that that wasn't articulated to you that, you know, oh, like, I'm so sorry. Would it be okay if we used your money to help pay for your brother's wedding? We'll pay you back, etc., etc. No. They didn't tell you because they stole it. I'm sorry, but this is a criminal matter. If this was for an American university, you're talking $200K to $300K. Theft of that much is jail time. Yeah, he's not wrong. And to spend on a wedding, a total waste of money. Yeah, that's an obscene amount of money to spend on a wedding. Like, an education will help you for the rest of your life. A wedding has a 50% chance of ending in divorce. You're always gonna have your college degree. You're not always gonna be married. I mean, I hope you are, genuinely, but like, you might not be. It's just statistics, don't blame me.
I like those odds.
I'm kind of confused as to why this family thinks that a wedding is way more important than like a college education. Like, if you don't have the money for a big wedding, don't have a big wedding. You're not the a-hole, my dear. I hope you get that money back. Sue 'em all! When you see it, say got it. Is that the groom, I assume? I got it. You know, there's like a camera like taking a photo of you, right? Like, you couldn't keep that in private or like not do it at all. That's messy. You guys are messy. Am I the a-hole for uninviting my mother-in-law for my wedding after she tried to sabotage my wedding dress? My future mother-in-law has never been a fan of me for the entire duration of mine and my fiance's relationship. I'm not sure exactly why she's always disliked me, because that's her job, babe. She's your mother-in-law.
Checks out.
And been cold to me, but after multiple attempts over the years to build some type of relationship with her, we've been together for 4 years, nothing has worked. She couldn't give two shices about me up until the wedding planning started a few months ago. My fiance and I are paying for the majority of the wedding ourselves, while my dad and stepmom are financially contributing as well. Mother-in-law and father-in-law have not contributed at all, but mother-in-law is giving her opinion on everything as if she's footing the bill. Oh, that's fun. You should make the themes this color. Make sure you have this dish on the menu. Do not do an open bar. You don't want people being too rowdy. Excuse me. Stay in your lane. Make sure me and my sister and my cousin are sitting front row at the wedding ceremony. No, sorry, that's reserved for people we like. My fiance and I are absolutely sick of this. Every time she tries to give an opinion, we politely shut it down and tell her we have it under control, but she never gets the hint. Well, then you gotta spell it out.
Get it off!
Before she became such a nightmare, I regretfully invited her to come dress shopping because I didn't want her to feel left out. While a few weeks ago we went dress shopping, my mom and close friends came too, and I found my dream wedding dress. I have a curvy hourglass figure, and I found a dress that shows off my figure perfectly and makes me feel gorgeous. Period, babe. That's what's up. The dress is kind of revealing, low cut on the chest and mermaid style, but it's nothing I'd be ashamed of my family and friends seeing me in. My mother-in-law, on the other hand, hated the dress I chose. She made sure to express that to me multiple times. She even went as far as to say, this is a wedding, not a strip club. I don't like it. Well, then you don't have to come.
That's what she said.
I bought the dress anyway since I'm the one paying for it after all. Yeah, and it's your wedding. You can wear whatever the hell you damn well please. Last night, my fiance, our cleaning up after dinner, and I received a call from the shop I ordered my dress from. They called me concerned because apparently a lady, my mother-in-law, called pretending to be me and wanted to switch the dress I chose to a more appropriate dress. I'm sorry, what? Absolutely not. The sales associate realized that it wasn't my phone number that called to make the change and called me immediately to confirm before they changed the order. I was livid. My fiance heard the entire conversation and was livid as well. He called his mom to confront her. She fessed up after denying it a few times. I told her if she's so bothered by the dress to consider herself uninvited from the wedding and hung up on her. That's good. I agree with this. And it's not about her, like, not agreeing with the dress. It's also about her, like, blatantly disrespecting you, too. Like, telling you that you look like a slut in a dress that you really liked. Can we, like, remove that word from our vocabulary? No need for it to be there. Safe to say she's not happy. She's been calling both my husband and I nonstop to try and defend herself, but I've had enough. But did she apologize? I feel bad for my fiance because he won't get to have his planned dance with her. Did I take it too far? Am I the a-hole? No, you're not. Being invited to a wedding is a privilege. Just because you're family, that doesn't mean that you are entitled to an invite.
What's that supposed to mean?
And you are certainly not entitled to an invite if you acted like a crazy bitch.
Crazy! People be out here acting crazy!
Let's see what Reddit had to say. Not the a-hole, I would have done the same thing, but you and your fiance need to be in lockstep on this. So if he starts hedging, don't go through with the wedding until you're both on the same page. I know it's probably gonna be hard for him because it is his mom at the end of the day. However, if she doesn't apologize and doesn't change her ways, then like, it's literally no fault but her own. The consequences of your actions. I am glad that your fiance seems to support you on this. It would have been all kinds of a disaster if he didn't support you and didn't see where his mother-in-law was in the wrong. Making this decision without unilateral support of the fiance is a recipe for disaster. This is his mom and his wedding too. He needs to be the one to make the final call with you, or it will start this marriage off with a resentment from him. Not the a-hole though would be my reaction as well. If he's not on the same page, then perhaps she needs to rethink who she's marrying. I think that y'all should wait until she apologizes. Because if she hasn't apologized, then she doesn't think that she did anything wrong, which is the problem. You know, if that apology was genuine, I would reconsider. Genuinely. People who are big enough to apologize, it's a good thing. It shows character, it shows you're willing to take responsibility and learn from your mistakes. It helps in like every situation if you're having a fight. But if you do not apologize, that resentment just builds up and it just means that you're not sorry. You're not the a-hole, my dear. Do we got time for one more? I'm on a roll right now.
There's always room for one more.
Am I the a-hole for refusing to attend my twin brother's wedding? Messy, messy. I, 21 male, first started dating my now ex-girlfriend when we were both 16. However, we made the decision to break up before heading off to college when we were 18. I decided to go a few hours away while she decided to stay local. Also note that my girlfriend was very close with my family, so this was hard on my family as well. When returning home for my first year of college, oh no. Oh no. My brother surprised me with the news that he'd been dating a girl for over 6 months now. Only problem, it was my ex-girlfriend. Oh, that is all kinds of weird, honey. All kinds of freaky.
Why would you date an amateur when you could date a professional?
I was obviously pissed and my brother understood but made it clear he had no intention of breaking up with her. That doesn't like gross you out? Like what? That is so like... Eventually we came to the agreement that we would continue our relationship if he never mentioned her to me or made us interact. He happily agreed to these terms. However, recently my brother surprised me with the news that the two of them are now engaged. Wow. It's always weird when there's a love triangle with, you know, a sibling. He wants me to be his best man. Oh, fun. That's fun. I told him absolutely not, as you should, babe. He and I agreed from the beginning that I would not have to attend any event where my ex would be there. My whole family's calling me selfish and telling me that I can suck it up for one night, but I just don't feel comfortable in being the best man at my ex's wedding.
You got yourself into quite a little predicament, didn't you?
Am I the a-hole for refusing to go to the wedding and be his best man? For clarification, yes, we are identical twins. Oh, that is so gross. Oh, all kinds of freaky. It seems like you're the only one that has a reasonable brain. I am really grossed out by this. You were really young when you guys first met, right? The ex-girlfriend, I mean. It would have been one thing if like you really, you know, you were with this person for a really long time. I'm glad that they didn't cheat because that would have been even more messy. And you also did break up with her. So it would have been another thing if you were like in love with this girl, etc., etc. I still think it's weird. Like, how did that conversation come about? You know, like how did that come about? Not the a-hole, those were your terms. He agreed to them, end of story. OP, who cares who was the a-hole here? It's done. She is gonna be your sister-in-law. That is a good point. I do think that I agree. You do have to like talk to him about it, as weird as it is. You don't have to be besties, but I mean to never go to like another Christmas or family dinner or anything again. I agree. It's weird and you're not in the wrong for feeling like it's weird. It is, but it doesn't necessarily seem like he's gonna be breaking up with her. So it likely has nothing to do with him not moving on from his ex. Yeah, I mean, he could not be over her. That's one thing. But the fact that his brother and longtime ex-girlfriend started dating within the year of them breaking up. Honestly, it's freaking disgusting what they did, and OP's in the right for not wanting to be involved in a relationship based on such a huge betrayal to him. And just honestly feeling like kind of grossed out. Like, that's icky. You're not the a-hole, but you need to figure out if you want your brother in your life or not. You gotta figure out if you're willing to get over it. Cause yeah, it's gross, but is it worth it? Is she worth it?